Hey guys, it's Barry
and Silas.
and today we are going to be doing a review of the CCP U officers in a head-to-head battle against these 2014 Ultraboosts.
Best shoes ever made.
So let's begin. Silas, tell us about the U officers.
I actually don't know much about these because I'm not in price bracket to collect CCP yet, unfortunately. But yeah, what is this? Is this carbon fiber?
So there's carbon fiber. Okay, this is the new model from CCP. It just dropped basically the end of February. It's based on this model of the officer derbies, but it's now put on top of these new soles that are now reinforced with carbon fiber and with the.
When you say reinforced, where is that exactly? Like the entire thing, like it goes from here to here, or just in the bottom?
I suppose it's somewhere here, or maybe it's even it could be invisible. Also, I'm not sure.
Maybe it's just like it's carbon air fiber.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Nike don't sue us. So the soles as well have been improved, one can say, with this Vibram cutout soles. The rest of the sole is leather. These are Vibram rubber outsoles. Gives it a bit more traction to run from your enemies.
So, yeah, Barry, tell us about the controversy behind color 36.
Color 36 has always been a pretty weird color, pretty inconsistent. So it can range from kind of beige looking to this dirty brown gray that you can see now.
What would you say is the reason behind the new change? Because I mean, yeah, it's always been inconsistent, but this new collection has been like very different from the past. And would you say it's because of like what the ingredients are inside color 36 now, as opposed to before, or would it just be the same ingredients? And Carol just didn't wash his tank.
Fuck knows, man. But it's probably something to do with the different recipe of 36. There's hints of rosa, like kind of little pink shades of pink, and you can see it in the laces, I think. So perfect for soy boys.
Okay, one more thing I really enjoy about this is the prosthetics. Like it's really pronounced and it works so well, especially with the folded segments.
The prosthetics as well, I think it's in comparison to the previous models that I've seen, these are a lot more aggressive. Not sure you can see it. The bulge is very prominent. And I'm not sure if it's intentional, but the placements are also not even.
Right? I mean, I don't think they've ever been fully even.
Even like, as in, not proportional.
Yeah.
So it's off to the side, so it's kind of like
he's always done that, right? Every piece is slightly different.
I suppose so. But this just, I think maybe because of the more prominent bumps, it just stood out more.
Okay, what else? I noticed the stitching runs through here, and then it just stops right here. I don't know if there's any significance to that. I mean, I've never seen any other Yuso shoe in person, so this is the first time. Maybe he's always been doing that.
I don't know, Silas. My hypothesis was that they had to cut this part open so that they could insert the Vibrams, because it does look like I'm not sure if you can see it, but the stitches don't fill in the grooves all the way.
Yeah.
So they kind of gave me that impression that they had to cut it, to peel it open to insert that Vibram in.
Anyways, yeah, on to the comparison. The best shoes ever made versus the CCP soles.
So I think the first thing I talk about is price and value.
Now, clearly, these cost like what, 800 ringgit?
650, I still have that.
Okay.
650 ringgit.
Discount or no discount?
No, it was the very first batch of Ultraboosts, man.
Really?
Yeah. So I think this was in 2014 or 2015. So it was 650 at the retail store, and bought them from the Adidas store in Gardens. These guys cost probably something like 10 times more.
Yeah, so clearly price and value owes to the use of these shoes. They've not been saying boots the entire time.
No, never noticed.
Okay.
But that's one point to Adidas, 1 point. I think in terms of value also, right? I mean, price, obviously, the Ultraboosts win. In terms of value, I've been wearing these for 6 years now.
But you know, r/Goodyear World, you can resole these every 10 years.
Can you?
Hypothetically, if you don't end up obsessively buying more and more and more Goodyear Rocket shoes.
Yeah, can you really?
I mean, I feel like maybe not by, like, especially for Carol, I think you can send them in, right? Give them resold.
Potentially, yeah. Potentially you can get them resold also, but I don't know, it kind of depends also on their mood.
Like, I know Really does that for free. Of course, you have to wait lah, because we don't live in Italy, right? So
1 point to Really?
Yeah, really. But yeah, what would you say in terms of longevity?
I don't know, these guys seem kind of hard, so maybe they can withstand the apocalypse. A bit soft on
These
these.
already went through the problems.
Yeah, these have already survived the apocalypse.
Arguable.
I mean, the fact that they managed to survive.
Hey, I noticed one thing that Adidas did. Maybe they ripped off CCP. Think expose shank.
Okay, so rip off. So Adidas loses 1 point for that. CCP gets 1 point.
Yeah, there you go.
So it looks like a three-way tie between CCP, Adidas, and Greedy.
Okay.
At this point.
Next step, design.
What do you think, Silas?
I think that Adidas are out and chunky boots or chunky shoes in general are in. We are totally not sick of Denmar's Balenciaga, and we totally don't want like trail runners to come back.
I don't know about that, Silas. I mean, you go to the malls, you see lots of fat boys still wearing like Yeezy 350s and variations of the Ultraboosts. I think these are.
That's because we're in Malaysia.
No, I mean, like you see it in like.
See how the Taobao Jiu bastards.
However, these are fucking classic design. Okay.
Actually, I don't think so. Actually, I argue to say that sleek trend, none of it was classic. Like it went too extreme, way too extreme. I feel like classic would be something like the Dunks, not the Rips, but the Nikes, the SP Dunks, stuff like that. I feel like that's classic. Converse is classic, but these were clearly trying to be the new future, you know, like the iPhone of shoes, and it didn't work out. Everyone just wanted an iPhone again.
I suppose. But what about these? I mean, these things like this is not for everybody, right? These little nipples here.
I think if you're spending that much money on these, you already know what you like. But yeah, it's a derby. Like, can't go wrong with a derby. It's a whole cut derby if you break it down to it. Like, yeah, the sole is new, but it's not like one of those small brands where they just chuck a sneaker sole onto some plugs and call it a day, you know?
Cool, I'm looking at you. Okay, so I guess in that sense, we'll give 1 point to CCP. Design.
Okay. I mean, I honestly was just prepared to keep going on and on about it.
Well, if you're gonna go there, let's talk about colors then. You know, plain, simple, sleek, black. With a hint of yellow over here. It's got this imaginative hole right here.
So you can wear whatever sock color you want.
Yeah, you can gives you a pop of personality.
You can match your sock hole with your upper body for that color blocking.
I guess in terms of design also you've got I guess it kind of looks similar, right? Same similar aesthetic. Yeah, I mean the soles are kind of similar here. I would say at best, I would argue at best maybe it's a tie.
This is made out of one material. This has like some future material. You know?
I mean, it's 2021, Silas.
Yeah, we need to think about the future. Oh wait, this is carbon fiber. Right. Oh, Carol's totally thinking about the future. Yeah. Making his boots more and more unwearable.
So, is it a tie? I think it's a tie.
I think it's a tie. I don't know.
Yeah, let's mark it as a tie. I think it's fair.
Okay, so next is comfort.
Come on.
Flyknit versus titanium.
We didn't say Flyknit here. Flyknit's for the N word, the N company. These are prime knits.
Oh, is it?
I think they're called prime knits.
I'm sorry, I didn't collect sneakers when these came out. I was still buying Vans. So
stretchy prime knit upper with the extra hole in case your foot grows a little bit bigger. So you've got some extra stretch in here. Squishy midsoles.
Very squishy.
Would
you say the arch support is good?
Considering that it's got this, you can barely read it anymore, but it says something like torsion something. So yeah, excellent arch support here. We've got insoles that add to the comfort. These have not been worn with a sock ever. which I guess gives credence to the fact that these are indeed very comfortable. They don't even need a sock.
I suppose. Okay, personally, I like my leather shoes. I like my shanks. I like my comfort. I like my molded in leather insoles that will mold to your feet. So personally, I think like just visually looking at these, I think these will be more comfortable for me in the long run. I do like a nice bouncy sole every now and then, but you can't beat the leather. You can't beat the leather sole. You know, I'm used to wearing a lot of heritage boots and even like stuff like Adidas. So I do like a leather sole. I think it's really nice. I mean, like you're not gonna go running in these, you know.
But come on, Silas, I mean, leather sole doesn't really affect comfort, is it? I mean, it's just the bottom. I mean, sure, you see the nice top.
No, I'm not going to say that. No, it affects comfort because it molds your feet over time. If you ever wear it for a while, like once you break it, the leather sole in, you can feel where your toes go.
Technically, they're supposed to mold to your feet over time. This molds to your feet instantly. Very, very tough, very thick. First day I wore them, when I met Silas also, I complained to him that they were already giving me a blister, cutting along the ankles on the outside, so that's an issue. These guys have never failed me. Soft foam padding around the collar, comfortable, easy access. I don't even have to do the laces. I can slip them on and slip them on and slip them off. I don't know, I don't think you've got a leg to stand on here, Silas.
I think you won me over with the not needing to lace things up because I do find it very troublesome. So yeah, comfort goes to the Adidas.
Okay, what's the next one?
Utility? Is it utility?
Utility, I really don't think the CCPs have any truly good utility apart from looking fly. These guys help you fly. Adidas, make that money come in. Please.
Please sponsor it.
Please. Running shoes. Utility, I think Adidas wins it for utility clearly because you can wear this for running, you can wear this for school, you can wear this shopping, you can wear this at the gym,
and you can wear these when you want to be reminded of the mortality of being.
Oh, okay. One more time for Adidas. Versatility. How do you define versatility?
Being able to wear with multiple different outfits and not just outfits in the same genre, or if you want to go the men's fashion route, like formal, business casual, like you want to transcend all those boundaries.
More like a crossover kind of.
Yeah, like something that can be worn with different formalities. That's the way. I would always go for a leather shoe, unless, especially one like this, but it's based on a derby, which is less formal than an Oxford. Yeah, and then at the same time, it's playful enough, you know. And nowadays, like everyone, you know, there was a point in time when everyone was like, you can totally wear sneakers with suits. Let's do it. Like buy suit supply and wear Boost or common projects. And now it's just like
I did GQ for that.
Nothing wrong with GQ, but I mean, eventually it went back to Chelsea boots and then derbies. Like people get bored of things all the time, and now you know everyone wants the Prada chunky derbies, stuff like that. I just don't think a derby will ever go out of style, and it's always versatile. You can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with shorts, you can wear it with a skirt, you can wear it with a suit. And I think these just, I mean, look at them, man.
I mean, like the whole ghetto bum Yeezy thing is still in, isn't it? I don't know. This could go with that. I mean, if you're into that, you know, sloppy aesthetic.
No, I don't think it'll go well. Because the sloppy aesthetic has, like, let's say you take a pair of Converse and you beat them up, they look kind of decent because the canvas is sturdy. You take these and you beat them up, and they will look amazing in like 10 years. If you take these and you beat them up, they just break. Yeah. I'm just talking about material-wise. Material-wise, these just do not age well. They're meant to look clean, and yeah, they're no geobus.
You say the funny G word. I don't know. I'd still say for most people, right? I mean, we're talking about most people. I feel like this would get a lot more versatility out of their outfits. What do most people wear? T-shirt, jeans, maybe, like you said, like a suit. I mean, how many people actually wear skirts like us?
Talking strictly men, or because that's
how many men actually wear skirts like us? And this jubba dress.
I mean, this is, you're talking about religion here. What you're saying. Obviously, these will be more versatile in terms of put them on with anything and it can look decent. But if you want to look good,
Exactly, that's my point, right?
if you want to look good, I ain't talking about no common projects with suits, kind of basic. You know, I ain't talking about no Eddie Sliman, but you buy the sneakers instead of the whites.
And would you call this a draw?
That's your way of saying you're not living up. yeah, sure, it's a draw.
Yeah, I think it's a draw. Alright, versatility, that's a draw. Alright, final point, history. Tell us about the history of CCP titles.
Look, one day Style Zeitgeist just popped up on my Google search history, and I realized I blacked out the night before from reading just everything. And then I realized this is a trend.
It's a trend.
Yeah. If you think about it, have you seen the latest whole buying cat? Like, so many hypebeasts have been going from sneakers to box logos to 90s rap, and now they're attacking the CCP.
But boys.
They are climbing over the gatekeeping boys and they are going straight in. Myself included, except I've never owned a box logo or a 90s rap 10k USD jacket. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. I never arrived at this point.
I think what Sans is trying to say is that CCP is fairly new. What, 20 years maybe? No, it's a brand that's only 25, 30 years old. Now Adidas, on the other hand, came out during pre-World War II? Something like that, in the 40s or 50s. What I recall about the history of Adidas is that it started with, Adi and Rudolf Dassler, right? These two brothers who were making shoes for the German military, if I'm not mistaken. Was it something like that?
You instantly disqualify everything.
Did I make that up?
No, you disqualify everything by associating Adidas with the Germans in World War II. I don't think we can put this up.
So, these guys are over 50, I would say 40 to 50 years older than the CCP brand itself. So there's a lot of heritage, there's a lot of history, there's a lot of culture here.
But one can argue about the whole juncture that Adidas did with, was it Kanye? Where he developed Boost, or was it?
I think Boost developed separate from Kanye.
Okay, so this whole Boost thing was new. It was very new. Adidas weren't known for their fine knits back in the 30s. You know, I mean, the same can be said for this carbon fiber thing, but at the end of the day, it's still leather sole. It's leather sole with vibrant on it. Like, how innovative is that? This is old school, baby.
I think if you're talking about the cultural scope of men's fashion, yes, this has more classic tendencies. So maybe I can give you a point for that. Half a point, maybe. Half a point for adhering to classic standards of men's fashion. So, are you going to concede this? Adidas?
Yeah, I think Adidas will.
Even Sans agrees.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to Pete? Yeah, let's try it on and see how it feels.
Cool. Okay, so first off, the CCP soles. I definitely feel a little bit of springiness. I know that's a definite question about the sole. The metal isn't actually like that bad, actually. Not as bad as I thought it would be, like prosthetics. And yeah, it's pretty nice. I feel like it would mold into your feet over time, as leather insoles often do. Yeah, it's pretty weighty. It's very nice. It's not like some brands, they use like lighter leather, even like Alaka brands. Like, let's say, maybe for a period of time, Simone used lighter leather, but it felt a bit thin. So Guidi is definitely a lot lighter. So, yeah, this is pretty nice. Super comfy.
Next up, we've got the Ultraboosts. Show you how easy it is to put it on. None of the lacing shit. You've got some great freedom in your toes and here. That squishy midsole. Nice landing. Good for running as well. I don't think you can beat these for beating up. Alright, so we're back, and after some extensive research and testing, it was a really detailed methodology that went into this. A lot of research was done. Came up with a final tally of CCP 3,
Adidas 7.
and Greedy 1.
So clearly, Adidas is the better shoe. Don't
And-
spend your money on CCP.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Leave some for the rest of us.
Thanks everyone,
Hope you enjoyed.
and let us know whatever, like, if there are any other topics that you want us to cover, any other shoe models in particular, any other style discussions.
We will spend all the money to purchase whatever you want. We will spend all the money.
Okay. Cheers. Take care. Bye bye.